Hi everybody, it's Matt Bourgeois back again talking about Google Drive, Bridge, and Mac. They have not been getting along lately. This is 2022, around the summertime. They have not been going well together for a while. And I know a few workarounds. So I've been visiting my different schools that I work with. They all have Macs and they all have this problem. And I found a few workarounds. They're a little different each place, but generally the same concept. The good news is, though, that as of September 2022, it appears that if you have the newest update of Bridge and the newest update of Google Drive, that most of these issues have been fixed. So just keep that in mind. But I'm going to show you the workarounds to how I got Google Drive to work with Bridge, because I love working with Bridge. And I use a lot of InDesign files, and a lot of other stuff. So I just love working with Bridge. So here's the quick workaround that I figured out. So generally speaking, if you're in your Bridge, I'm clicking on this Google Drive file and I'm clicking on it. You can't tell that I'm clicking on it, but like nothing is happening. And even if you go find it in your folders and you click on it, a lot of times it'll just crash or give you a warning that says like it can't access it, which is really frustrating. The quick workaround on some Macs, now this is not every single Mac, but on most of them, I'm able to take the folder I want. So this is from Google Drive in Finder, and I just grab the file and I actually just add the shortcut right there. So now I am actually inside of Google Drive in Bridge. So if I make this big enough, you can kind of see Google Drive is there in the storage space. So here I am in Google Drive, and I am able to access some of these pictures or whatever that I was looking at. So I did that by just simply dragging from Finder into my favorites, and I'm able to get there. But I still go over to Google Drive, I'm clicking it, and like nothing is happening. In fact, even if I come over here from this area, I want to say what, from my, not from my desktop, but if I go from my computer, I guess you got to go to users, me, and then you come over here to Google Drive. Same thing, like nothing is happening. It's super frustrating. Now I haven't updated to the newest version of Bridge just yet because I wanted to show you this issue. In one of my schools, it was fixed. So hopefully everything is fixed there with the Google Drive. But I will just note though that obviously if you're streaming files or mirroring them, I'm streaming them, but then I occasionally decide to sync certain files. So Google Drive for Desktop has solved a lot of problems that used to happen with Google Drive, especially if you're a person that syncs files or mirrors them. So I like to just select folders and I will mirror certain folders while streaming most of my files. So it saves me space. But when you're working with InDesign, it doesn't always like when you mirror files, because InDesign is pulling links that are being mirrored and they're not really on your computer. So I've had corrupted issues with files. Now, if you work by yourself, maybe you don't have as many problems. I know people have streamed successfully InDesign files, worked on them, made PDFs and stuff like that, and haven't had issues. But I've also had a lot of issues, especially with my schools where 10 or 12 different people are working in a file. You want to have them synced or mirrored onto your actual computer and not just streamed. And so for most of you probably already sort of know this, but if you click on your Google Drive, I'll click on my Google Drive, you see these check marks over here. And the check marks are indications that something is synced onto your actual like physical computer. And it's not just mirrored, it's actually there. Whereas you see these little clouds, these are indications that things exist up on the cloud, but not actually on your computer. You see all these pictures are actually on my computer because I right-clicked available online. Right now it says online only. If I select a cloud, this is a cloud folder, I could click on here and, this isn't a shortcut. But if I click on any folder here, I could actually make available offline. So if I click this button here, available offline, a green check mark appears, lets me know that this has actually been downloaded to my computer. So so Bridge works great, but you do have to kind of like drag over the shortcut into your favorites to sort of access it, because by clicking Google Drive, a lot of iMacs just aren't working. So that was the workaround that I found, but the best workaround is just to update everything. But some people can't update. You might be in a school setting where your IT director is controlling your updates. So that is a quick workaround in 2022. All right, thank you.